Unlimited Love by the Red Hot Chili Peppers is out, and the world is watching with sky-high expectations due to the previous success of this band's lineup. I heard the album quite a while back through connections of mine, but I didn't want to brag about it, and I also really didn't want to spoil the fun for anybody. So now that it's out, we can finally address the elephant in the room, the John Frusciante elephant. Oh, I just made that one up. So long without him. And you know what? I'll tell you, coming in hot for more than a minute and meaning it is no meager feat. And I would argue that I wouldn't be amused more so were he mandolining with his feet or mandolining or something of that nature. The new album, it's a left turn, okay? John has completely revised his technique. It's tighter, it's not as chaotic, the distortion is not as dirty, but it's thicker, it's fuller, there's more texture on this album. It doesn't rely on just strumming or plucking or picking the guitar. There are more drawn out sounds and spatial design, which are things that we have heard actually with the singles that have come out and that I've commented on and that I said were reminding me of Billie Eilish, for example. Right off the bat, the use of dynamics pulls you in. Did you guys have the same experience I had with the first track? There's a point where it blows up and you get completely taken aback by it. Did that happen to you guys? Comment down below. But the dynamics on this album aren't the only thing that are memorable about it. There are many great composition choices and changes. There are more key changes than there are songs on this album, for sure, 100%. And let me list off the things I have unlimited love for on this album. My heart is raging with love for the guitar solo on track 2. On track 4, they try to calm things down, but we still get a solo. I absolutely love the message of track 6. I don't think a lot of rock acts talk about such things, especially in these times. And it takes a special kind of man to kind of put their ego apart and it's more like put their tough guy image apart and get real and talk about those things because they do matter. I love the funkiness of number 8 with the guitar solo towards the end. There's a very peculiar kind of softness to track number 11. It's like, this somewhat acoustic, discreet acoustic, the verse in F sharp minor and all that stuff. That's a key I really love for some reason. I know since I don't have perfect pitch, I don't really have like a color of keys and stuff, but as a guitar player, it's a really fun key to play in, so I can emphasize with that side of it. Yeah. And the very rare aspect of the vocals on it, right? That is not something you hear the Peppers do all that often. There's the super very shaky outro on track 12, which same thing, I never really heard all that much on a Pepper song. And I really like the breakdowns on track 13 when the drums just go slightly off of things, they just like play in this kind of painting a sonic landscape more than just providing rhythm for the rest of the musicians. This is a somewhat long album overall, 17 songs if you count right. So that's for the specifics, but actually what is this album? Well, as I said, it's a left turn. It's the band reinventing themselves after a long time without John Frusciante in the band. It's a blend of genres, and on this album exist some of the heaviest stuff that the band has ever put out. And it's not all that. It's not all headbang. As I said, there's texture to this thing. There are several places where it calms down. And it's what I said at the beginning. It's using dynamics in quite an excellent way. This album doesn't seem to be here to push the boundaries, but through those excellent composition elements that I mentioned, as well as the production choices that are quite peculiar, some vocal effects that we never hear on the Red Hot Chili Peppers. There's delay on the voice that is very rare as well. You think about Blood Sugar Sex Magik, the whole thing is basically completely dry. So again, that's a change. It appears I forgot to finish my point there. My point was it manages to be somewhat innovative still. I absolutely love the closer on the album. I love the same thing again, the key changes on it. This band does it so well. The evolving aspect of that song is just beautiful and gut wrenching. On this album, Frusciante is there, and he's himself, and he's doing all those things that people know him for. The guitar solos, the memorable melodies of the licks. But Flea is really present and audible and seems to have a leading role as well in that project, and that's something we've touched on. The By the Way era for the Red Hot Chili Peppers was really difficult because John was taking control of everything. This again seems like more of a common effort, and that shines through. For example, Flea's absolute banger of a bass solo on this thing that completely, blew me away. So I actually have the album right here. It says produced by Rick Rubin. It says 100 Minuten. I don't know why exactly. I think that's kind of a printing mistake. Maybe my guy at Warner didn't send me the right VIP package. I also love that the chorus on one of those songs is actually not being sung by Anthony. But you know what? For Unlimited Love, that's gonna be about what I can say of it today. But you can have a little look at the other side of things if you wish. Happy April Fools! Subscribe. It literally just occurred to me that I could have not said John Frusciante. I actually think John Frusciante collabed with John Frusciante in the past on Soul to Squeeze. I'm pretty sure John did overdubs for Frusciante. California.